Welcome. This is our first real life episode.
Checks out.
Yeah, checks out, right?
Checks out.
Genius right
Checks
here.
out.
I'm here with my co-host Stevie, the gamer, and Benny, also a gamer.
Hello.
And he develops them, so he's even more. He's a god gamer.
God gamer.
S-tier gamer.
And today we're actually here in person for once. So
For
you
once,
see
yes.
our ugly faces.
It's definitely not my fault
That
Yeah.
we're here or that we are usually not?
that we're never together.
Not a problem.
I'm here. I'm the sound engineer. Whoa, that rhymes.
Whoa.
I'm here, the sound engineer.
And the setup is like not that cool, but we have RGB lighting and I can do this.
And we have Anya.
Oh, wait.
I can't hear that.
Yeah, I can't hear that either. Wait. Yeah, speedrun music.
You're literally the only one that can hear that.
So-
I'm sorry that everything is late, but my laptop has decided to fucking die on me. Because, I told this story to you guys before. So what happened? Which camera am I looking at, by the way?
You can look at every camera.
You're
Like,
on every single
Yeah.
one. Because you're in the middle.
Yeah, you're literally on every single one, so it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, this is the main cam, so welcome main
Yeah,
cam.
that's
Welcome,
the
main
good
cam.
looking
Welcome
one.
side cam.
Well, maybe. I'm looking at this cam, so me and Stevie, you
But
go
literally
fuck
the
yourself.
worst cam.
You go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Okay, then this cam. So
No, look at this cam. The main cam, the G cam.
That's the best one we have.
Yeah. Okay, you can look at this as well.
Start telling your
Just
laptop,
look.
please. Yes.
So, I decided to go home for Easter break, and I was still I had a birthday party and everything because I celebrated my birthday on the 20th, and the thing is we were literally playing Guilty Gear. 2 hours before I used the laptop. I used the laptop to play Guilty Gear with you guys.
Yeah.
And then 2 hours later, I wanted to play some fucking Jump King to finish the game. And then I noticed it wasn't detecting my Xbox controller. So I'm like, bro, my Xbox controller is broken. It's not working anymore. So I tried to use the other one. Not fucking working. So turns out, my fucking laptop doesn't, the USB ports don't work anymore at all.
Not only.
So I decide to do everything I can to fix it. No fucking way. I tried everything. I know what I'm doing. I tried everything and literally the BIOS doesn't notice them anymore. They're like, notice me, senpai. And the BIOS is like, no, you shall not be noticed.
Yeah, the
So
Wii
anyway,
BIOS.
my hardware is fucked. And after that, I noticed, okay, yeah, the computer doesn't fucking turn off anymore, so it won't shut down correctly. Sleep mode is not working anymore, so each time I closed it, it wouldn't be able to go up again, so I had to fucking kill it every time. So that I had to change that setting as well. And my camera isn't working either. So everything from 1 hour to the other decided to just go commit.
Systematically committed Sudoku.
Yeah, committed Sudoku, and my laptop is pretty much useless. Windows is working. I don't fucking understand why this is happening. Everything is working, just not everything that has to do with USB or external ports. So yeah, I couldn't fucking edit because I wasn't able to use my hard drive.
Yeah.
Sorry for the late episode, guys. And
will
girls.
this air before?
No, after I think.
After. Okay.
Sorry
maybe
for,
at the
sorry for
same
last
time.
week.
Maybe
Last
at the
2
same
weeks.
time. Two episodes.
Two episodes?
Two episodes.
Episodes.
Okay, let's not give them too much. Let's.
We need to spread this out. We don't
Santa
have that much content.
Santa Claus is coming early.
Yeah. So yeah, I got some cool birthday presents. I got this fucking thick ass seal from the boys.
Oh, by the way.
And this guy over there.
So yeah. What do you guys want to talk first?
Oh,
yeah.
I took some notes actually for once.
You
Do
did.
we
Okay.
want to actually talk about the thing we read together, or
Yeah.
all of us read?
Yes.
So I gave you guys some homeworks. What did you read, guys?
We
Goodbye,
read
Ari.
goodbye.
Goodbye, Ari.
Eri, was that the name?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
That's what she's called.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
actually asked you because I didn't remember.
Yeah, it's called Goodbye, Eri.
I wasn't sure if it's Ari or Amy, but I think it's Ari.
It's Eri.
Yes.
I wrote it down.
Yeah,
it's
by
literally, like,
Tatsuki
it says
Fujimoto,
goodbye.
I think, the author of Chainsaw Man.
What was his name?
Tatsuki Fujimoto, I think.
Tatsuki Fujimoto. Oh, okay. Yeah, so who wants to go first? I mean, do you want to go first? Because you kind of like made us look at it.
So it's pretty new. It's not even a month old, I think. And it's basically the story about this guy that you don't know yet that he's making or that he's presenting this as a fictional film, let's say. But he's documenting how his mother is slowly decaying and slowly dying from...
Decaying. It's like he's looking at her corpse and
Wait. Yeah.
Dying.
She's slowly dying, and her illness is deteriorating.
Deteriorating,
That was the word, not decaying. Okay, I'm sorry. And yeah, it's pretty normal, and it seems like she's a lovely mother. And then someday she's, at her final stages, and she asks him if she could, or if he could record her last moments. And then he goes up to the hospital, and then he runs away, and the hospital explodes in the most poetic way ever. And then it's all revealed to you that part was fictional, and he presented it to the class.
Can I actually, before we go any further, I would like to provide a spoiler warning. We will give you a link in the description. You can read this for free
Yes.
at an official source. This is not pirated. You can read this for free. This is a one-shot. It's 200 pages, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
And
200.
it's a very light read. Go and read it yourself before you listen to this, because it's really, really good. I think we all can recommend it.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it because I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
No.
I really liked it.
Nice.
Definitely check this out before, and then maybe come back. You'll take 20 minutes of a pause, read the chapter, and come back here. We'll still be here. Don't worry.
Yeah, maybe let's not go into the ending, but afterwards, he basically gets bullied by his class, and
Because he captures all this footage and actually makes a movie out of it for his school's movie festival.
Yeah.
So he shows this movie with the ending being like the hospital fucking exploding. So it's like this whole emotional thing, and then the hospital just goes up in flames, and everyone's just like,
Yo, bro.
and
Get checked.
And
your
keep in mind, this is Japanese society, so death is a
even
very
more-
death is a super sacred theme. Even if you're just looking at the West, where it's a sacred theme. Don't get me wrong, but in Japanese culture, it's even more strict. Like you can make those jokes. So he gets bullied, and
for making kind of a fucked up movie.
for making a kind of fucked up movie. Now I don't know if we should talk why he did this.
Yeah, I think it's the manga is pretty much about reflecting on his actions and why he did what he did. And I don't know how much spoilers should we be talking, because I think it's very short and people will be able to check it out.
You were scared of spoiling us, so you told us to read it.
Yeah, the problem is that we can't really talk about the one shot without giving I just spoiled you a quarter of the story literally by just giving you the premise, because
this is like the first 50 pages.
yeah, it's the first 50 pages. So I think we should just continue. Maybe not spoil what happens at the very end, if people still are watching and not yet reading the manga. But maybe let's
read the manga.
Yeah, read the manga. It's really
read
good.
the fucking chapter. It's not even a manga.
It's a one shot. It's like one chapter of 200 episodes.
Pages.
200
200 episodes.
Yeah, 200.
Continue. So he gets bullied for...
So he gets bullied for showing this video, and he wants to commit suicide because of that. And then he learns, or he gets to know this girl named Ari, and she basically tells him that he shouldn't commit suicide. he should just fuck off and go commit suicide elsewhere.
At the other hospital, where the doctors are fucking jerks.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to jump off the hospital roof where his mother died, basically.
Yeah. And because she told him to not jump off, they slowly developed a friendship, and they started watching movies together. And they, at the end of, basically her goal is to show him as many movies as possible so he can make a better movie and show the guys at school that he can actually produce something greater.
Because the whole thing is like she's really, really into movies. She watches a lot of them. And she was like, she was pretty much the only person that enjoyed the movie, as far as I understood.
Yeah, she was the only person that enjoyed the movie.
Or like she didn't enjoy it. She just thought it was interesting.
Interesting.
It wasn't
unique.
Average.
Yeah,
exactly.
It had a unique concept. So he got kind of, she was the only person that quote unquote believed in him. So he got attached really quickly, and they became friends. And basically, he starts writing on the script, and it just doesn't click with her. She doesn't like it, and he starts rewriting it, until he reflected on his first story, and basically said, because she liked my first story, I'm going to do something similar, but incorporate the future and more fictional elements. So basically, he tells his story again about the movie, but moving forward, then where he gets to know her in a script form. He gets to know her and how they want to make a movie. And she's basically, I think the fictional part comes in as she's the vampire of the movie, if I remember.
Yeah, because she brings her to this like abandoned building where in a room where only a projector is, so they can watch the movies.
Yeah,
and
that's what they do.
And he's like, "Yo, that's something the vampires do." So he makes her a vampire.
Yeah, so he makes her a vampire in the script.
In the story, in the fictional story.
In the fictional story, that he's writing, and midst recording it, they film like a beach scene and a love scene, and then she faints.
And it's kind of revealed that she as well is like
ill,
and her state as well is like deteriorating, and she doesn't have long, just like completely the same as his mother, pretty much. And it's kind of the rest of the story is like him reflecting on what has happened with his mother and how he like treated that, and now going through this situation and kind of what happens after that. Yeah, because like eventually, like I don't think we want to say too much, but
I left one plot point out from the mother's story and also from her story, and that's basically, I think, the reason why he made this movie is because afterwards it's revealed that his mother treated him like trash.
Yeah, he was kind of being abused by his mother.
He was being abused by his mother. And he was also being treated like trash by Ari. It's just that we didn't see that.
I don't think it's him. He was being treated like trash by Ari. That's not really. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. No. It was more like. I mean, heavy spoiler territory. I'm just gonna go all out now, because like the idea with his mother was that he pretty much only took the good parts, because like the idea was his mother was a TV producer, and she was kind of forcing him into like recording the footage, because she thought she would like recover, and afterwards she could make like a whole emotional documentary out of it. And made him record the footage, which is kind of cruel. Like she pretty much says to him, film all of my misery and capture my last moments and stuff like that. And it's revealed that in her last moments when he doesn't show up, and like the father tells her, she's like, so he was like useless until the very end. Yeah, and basically the same thing happens with Ari, because
the main theme of the film, I think, it's how you choose to portray someone and about perspective, because it's revealed that everything that we saw as the audience was the area that was mainly being recorded for the movie, because the girl, the friend that you didn't
There's
even...
like a friend character that is just
It's-
never mentioned before, but introduced in one.
No, but
scene.
it's
Because it
she
was-
plays it, right?
No.
Eri,
No.
no.
There's
No,
like Aries
because
friend
the thing
who
is-
shows up
Oh,
in
yeah,
like
yeah,
one
yeah.
chapter.
The thing is, there's a
for 2
reason why she
pages.
didn't show up earlier, because she wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
And she reveals that she asks him why he chose to shoot Ari, like shoot on film.
Why he shot Ari?
Yeah.
No shit, she's ill.
No, so why he shot the film with Ari without glasses, and then
And, like,
you
without
realize,
other things. Then it's something about
No,
her
it was
teeth.
glasses.
Yeah, glasses and something else.
oh, the teeth, I don't know, I
Yeah,
don't
it was
remember.
something about her dental fissures or whatever.
But it's you actually that's like, I think that was the single line that gave me goosebumps, because you realize that everything you saw about Ari was not the real Ari, and I think that's a genius
like,
twist.
Yeah, it's like an idealized version of her, pretty much.
Yeah,
And the whole story is about these,
yeah, perspective. I
yeah,
think.
perspective and
It's
how
how
you
you
choose
ch-
to remember people.
It's a very up-to-date theme, because basically we all choose to portray ourselves in a certain way online. We all have avatars. We all show the best side right now. We're showing the
got
best
really
side.
meta really quick.
Yeah. Well, am I in an Inception right now, or is this real life?
So, like, what did you guys enjoy about the story? Maybe Stevie, you start.
I like the themes, like the ones you just mentioned. I had some difficulties though. I feel like I was like, yo, are they recording a movie right now? Because
That's
sometimes,
the whole point, though.
yeah, it is. I know. I had to wrap my head around it multiple times. Like, this was just recorded, so it's not like how the dad really acts.
Yeah.
Because like that's the first time like it happened, and they were filming with his dad, and his dad was like, yo, I don't really remember what he said, but he was
he's
pretty
like-
desperate
yeah.
about
the
his
dad-
mother's death.
The dad pretty much, because he introduced Ari to his dad,
Yeah.
and his dad was like, "Please leave," or like he got kind of angry because his idea was like, my son made this movie that pretty much was about his feelings of like his
Yeah.
mom dying, and he got mocked for it. And
Please leave.
and like the idea is that the main character is pretty close to suicide, and like Ari saves him, and he's like, please don't make him do this again, because like if he gets mocked again for it and like gets disappointed again, it could lead to him like never recovering from it.
Yeah. And
And
he
he's-
chases her out.
Yeah, and he pretty much says like, please leave this house, never talk to my son again, even though he like thanks her for like being a good friend
Yeah.
to him and
Yeah.
stuff. But he's like conflicted about the idea of them making another movie. And
And
then
then
it turns out
it was all in the
it was all
movie.
just for movie purposes.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
So
literally
it's
in
not
the
how
movie.
the dad really feels.
yeah.
I also had to do a double, like rereading it.
Yeah, I read it twice as well.
No, I didn't read it twice, but I reread the 5 pages where it was revealed that Ari is ill, because I still thought it was part of the movie, and I didn't quite get the line,
okay.
but after rereading it, I got it. So no, it's very interesting. I think this one shot did it better, but also because it's more up to date. But there's
Did it better than what?
yeah, that was what I was going to say.
Oh,
There's another movie by Satoshi Kon that's called Perfect Blue, and it deals with the same kind of themes, like blending. It's not about movies though. It's about superstars and idols, and how they just portray the most ideal version of themselves, and then they have their personal life, and it kind of starts to blend in together, and you don't know which personality is which. But I think the plot twist in the one shot that we read, which also has similar themes, just with film, is a bit more impactful, because the plot twists are just insane, I think. Like the plot twist, there were 4 plot twists just
I
cut me off
I
short.
wouldn't necessarily call them plot twists. It's just kind of recontextualization. There's a lot of stuff.
Well, that is a plot twist. It twists
yeah,
your
technically
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, that's true. But like with plot twist, it's usually like
Something you don't expect.
yeah, and with this, it's not like you don't expect some of it, but like it changes the way you view some.
Yeah, for me, yeah, that's plot twist. For me, a plot twist is.
I'll shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for me, a plot twist is when you, when from one moment to the other, your perspective of the characters or the story twists. So literally,
The literal
Yeah,
definition
definition.
of a plot
Yeah.
twist.
that's what I would call a plot twist. But yeah, no, for me, it was a great read. I would give it a, I think 9 out of 10 or 9 out of 10.
Wait, to get back to like Steve, you were about to say something like when you were talking about the
No,
that
like
thing.
I read it last night on kind of a rush because it was like 10 p.m. and I was playing Smash with you, Alex, and I was like, oh shit,
I need to read
I
that.
still have to read it. So I read it like pretty quickly. It didn't have my full attention. I should read it again.
Yeah.
But I still liked it very much.
You liked it, okay? Because I wasn't sure because it is a bit confusing, I think, because that's also the main point. But I know that if it's too confusing for you, like it just isn't fun for you.
No, I wasn't in the right mindset. I think I could have kept up with it pretty well.
Yeah, no, you can keep up with it, but I think you have to reread some parts of it or
Yeah.
just the whole thing. like
Yeah,
that.
that's also kind of why I decided to read. Like I read it twice completely. I read it this morning at like 10 p.m. or like 10 p.m. fucking 10 a.m. I'm sorry. I found it interesting. Like, how did you like view Ari in the end with what you knew?
Oh,
What do you think of her? Like, what did
before-
you think of her character?
I think she was like. Do you ask me from a more point of view, like what I think of her as a person? I think she was kind of a mix between like a help, but also an antagonist.
Okay, interesting. Because I'm viewing it completely different. Because
I think
for me, she's still a positive character.
No, I think she's a bad person. I think I've because I've researched also a bit like what not research, but I got to read this manga because a video was recommended to me, and from a YouTuber, and basically he described it that Eri for him had some similar parallels to Makima from Chainsaw Man, and I kind of get that because
Yeah, because she's kind of manipulative a bit.
yeah,
You could say, but I don't know. I don't view her that way. I can see why you would think that, but I don't feel that way. Because like for me, because you said it like in the end it turns out that she's like his mother. I didn't view it that way. I thought it more along the lines of like the girl and the main character are both like her friends, and she's kind of a weirdo and probably like not,
but
like everyone has their flaws is kind of my idea, but in the end, like in the movie, he conveys her as this like perfect being. I guess.
I think that's actually a point of the movie because you choose how much you believe in the fiction that he portrays.
Yeah.
So if you believe more and more in his fictional side, or let's say you believe 80% what he's shown as to being his real perception of her, then maybe you see the comment that it wasn't the real her as not that bad because you say, okay, maybe he let out some like not that bad stuff, but stuff that maybe is a bit weird. Or you could interpret it that it was just like just 90% of her was like fictional, and she just manipulated him by saving basically his life and making him portray her in a good light before she dies.
That's how you feel about it.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's also kind of left in the open. Because like at some point, it's revealed that.
Should we spoil that?
Should we spoil? Okay.
I think that part we should leave out. Just
Okay.
Just
Great.
we didn't spoil the ending. So if you still just wanted to hear the whole episode before checking out the manga, you can still go check it out because we didn't spoil the ending. So go do that if you didn't.
Definitely. Yeah, I find it interesting how pretty much the story itself reflects completely upon because like the story in itself is kind of the movie that he is making.
Yeah.
Which is very, because I found it very funny when she says like she liked the way he made his movie where it's not clear what is fiction and what is reality, and it was like just like this manga. Cue laugh track. Because the manga in itself, it's not clear what part of the manga is reality and which is part of the movie, like you said before. Because even in the moments where it is revealed that she was kind of a bit of a bitch apparently by her friend, you're not sure whether, because like I still think that is part of the movie. I think the whole manga is the movie.
Yeah. It's also, I think, very interesting to mention because we didn't mention this at all. But the panels are made in a movie format.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's
I like
so
it.
sick.
There's like, I think 2 pages full of like only black screen.
Yeah.
To like represent
Silence,
the idea of a black screen, or like 3 seconds of black screen in a video. It's really well made. There's also the scene where they're eating with the father.
Yeah, and she's
2 pages.
I found that very funny, and he was like, "Oh, my father's such a chatterbox," and he's like, "Oh, hello, Harry. Hello." And
No, it's not even that. He's just like, my father is gonna like talk your ear off, and then it cuts to like 2 pages of his father saying nothing.
Silence.
It was very funny, but also very emotional. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's after reading it, I definitely checked out Fujimoto's other works. I reread Chainsaw Man, I think in one day. Extremely, like when Chainsaw Man hits as an anime, I think it will be the next AOT.
I'm so confused by that because like I like Chainsaw Man. I thought it's pretty good. Like I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I don't get why people are like, this is the best shit of all time. I
don't
know.
feel like that
I'm genuinely.
Really?
I'm
Wait, how far are you though?
Like, just after like, this isn't spoilers, I guess. It's when every part of the public security comes together as one group.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Because like I'm not trying to like.
No, because I think the beginning is like where I see the more okay side of Chainsaw Man, and after that I feel like shit's going down more and more.
Because I don't know. I'm not trying to like fuel discussion and like go against the grain or anything. I'm not saying Chainsaw Man is bad or like at all. I really enjoyed it, but I'm genuinely like confused why people think it's like the greatest thing of all time.
No, I feel that way. I feel like it's one of the greatest shonen in recent history.
Okay.
Probably from all the shonen that Shonen Jump has released series recently. Like if you watch Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, I think it tops all of them. I think we can agree on that.
I haven't read either of them, but what I did like is that it's a very contained story. It's kind of short, and I enjoy that. That's something is
you also need to think
for once.
It's finished because part 2 is starting this year.
Oh, there's a part 2.
This was only part 1.
Oh, okay,
They're
that
putting a
makes
jolt on
sense.
you.
I was so fucking. I was like, this. I mean, I guess this isn't contained, and it's kind of like. It kind of ends, I guess, but I was like, there's still a few questions I have, but I'm satisfied.
I will give you that the ending felt maybe it. I wouldn't say rushed, but I think it.
There was something missing.
Yeah,
I guess.
like if we got 5 chapters more, then that
I
would
did
be
like that it was like I liked the thought of it being finished though, because I was like, I still have some questions, but I can go out and like reflect on this and think. Yeah,
to be fair, you can actually be satisfied with how it is.
Yeah,
now, I think.
yeah, I was satisfied. I didn't know there was another part coming.
No, but I think it's a good thing that part 2 is coming. I feel like, with part 2s, normally I'm very skeptical, but I feel like Fujimoto got this, especially after releasing this one shot. Like, I feel like I can trust him with part 2 of Chainsaw Man.
Even though part 1 was also his.
I think it also just fits. There is some stuff you can still go. It's not like the story was
Yeah.
finished. And so I think there was still like room for more. So I never, like, after you said part 2, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I never would have had a doubt of like him keeping it going as good as he did before.
I'm curious if he will use a time jump or if he just, continues the story as is. Because now this is maybe a strange comparison, but I feel like Chainsaw Man is in some sense the better Tokyo Ghoul.
I haven't read Tokyo Ghoul
Me
either,
neither.
so.
No, it's just that Chainsaw Man tells a very not character focused, but it's a very dramatic story. Very it's like it goes about the struggles of its character, and the greater gory narrative just makes it so that you can express those emotions from the characters. It's not about I would say Chainsaw Man is a more character-driven story than plot-driven story, even if it doesn't seem like that.
No, I would definitely agree. Because, like, I don't even remember the plot, but I do remember the characters. Cause...
Yeah, and I feel like it deals a lot with the inner psyche of the characters. And even though Tokyo Ghoul is in the mainstream, because y'all are not manga readers, is more focused on the action and the plot. In the manga, it's actually more about Kaneki's psyche. And I feel like while Denji is definitely a more interesting main character, I can see the parallels somehow. So just wanted to put it out there.
No, I do agree. I see where you're going with that. I never read Tokyo Ghoul though, so it's kind of hard to say for me.
Also, I don't want to go into Chainsaw Man because too deep because we have Stevie here. Because I wanted to talk about something in the end, but maybe let's do that when you actually finish Chainsaw Man.
Okay. Yeah. I need to reread it as well. I think I should reread it before we talk about it.
I actually thought I was far, but I wasn't. So it was a pleasant surprise. I thought I was near the end, but it turns out...
Because you told me, I think I finished before you, right?
No, because I read Chainsaw Man when it only got 30 chapters out.
Yeah, you started it, but never finished it, and then I completely read it through, and then you finished it.
Yeah, because I thought it was only 50 chapters long, not 100.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I was near the end, and I was weirded out.
How many chapters does it have?
Now that it's finished?
I think 97, almost 100.
Okay.
So yeah, I discovered Chainsaw Man pretty early, but I think the early part of Chainsaw Man is actually the not so good part. I feel like it gets much better later.
It goes pretty balls to the walls at some point.
Yeah, but it's more like the stereotypical shonen. Like the first mission, I felt like it's just Jujutsu Kaisen stuff.
I feel like that too. Like they just run around killing different demons. There isn't. I don't like.
Yeah.
They introduce characters, and there isn't
Just
much.
do
There
missions,
isn't. Just do missions. Like do your side quests while we build up something else.
In themes, it also feels like a lot like Jujutsu Kaisen, or not in themes, more like in aesthetics.
Yeah.
It feels very dark because Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, the authors are colleagues, and so they inspired each other.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They are pretty similar now that I think about it.
I think Jujutsu Kaisen isn't as daring. It's more like it goes more like the standard shonen route.
It plays it safe.
It plays it more safe, but in concept they are, or like in aesthetics, they're pretty similar. Fujimoto even in an interview joked around that it was just a cheap version of Jujutsu Kaisen Chainsaw Man. So I found it funny. Yeah, but I think if you like Chainsaw Man, have you read Fire Punch?
No.
I've heard about it. Like I saw a YouTube video.
Wait, Fire Punch is not the one with like the firemen.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's the boy that is like burning all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
have you read it?
No.
Okay.
I've seen footage of it because like there's an anime, right? An anime.
I don't think so. I
I think there is one.
Is there one?
I don't know.
Well, then it was just bad because I have never heard of that. I just know that Fire Punch laid the foundation of Chainsaw Man, and I read Fire Punch. I think I didn't finish it because at the end it kind of fizzled out. I
think I said the wrong thing. I meant Firefighters.
Oh no! Firefighters is totally different.
Yeah.
There was the one shonen that was done by the same guy that did
Skull.
the Halloween shonen. Wait,
The fuck?
The one with like
souleater.
Souleater.
There we go.
You're right.
The Halloween
I still
shonen.
need to watch that. I wanted to watch that because
Oh yeah.
just because of like Skull the Kid.
I think it's
Or
aged
Death-
a bit
is it called
poorly
Death the
though.
Kid?
Death the Kid.
Shit.
Where his main character is just do everything as optimally as it can. It's a min-max genius. I think it's aged a bit poorly though. Like I think the
Really?
Yeah. I know you've seen the video of Scomboli probably where he
I don't watch Scomboli much anymore.
Oh no, I don't
maybe
either,
maybe
but
I
I've
came
seen
upon it.
the video. No, I think the newer shonen are better.
Well, yeah, some of them at least.
Yeah, no, I've read. I didn't read Fire Punch, but I read another one shot from his, Look Back, which is also a very good one shot. I would homework. No, but I would recommend that. But I'm not going into that.
How long
now.
is Fire Punch? I'm looking at it right now.
I
it
think
went from
it's
April 2016 to January 2018.
8-ish?
Only.
70-ish?
Then I'm gonna check it out because I'm a slow fucking boy.
Well, we can actually transition from Fire Punch because Tatsuya Endo, the mangaka from Spike's Family, also worked on Fire Punch as an assistant.
Ooh.
Which we checked out the Spike's Family anime, right, Stevie?
Yeah,
Yes.
you made a fucking video on it.
I made a video on it. I edited that.
A very good video. Go check out the Grotty YouTube channel.
Thank you. I edited it for like until 3 a.m. So I got not that much sleep today.
Manny, you got a preview of the entire thing?
No, I watched it when it came out today.
It came out today.
Fake fan right there.
Not my editor anymore.
not
You're
his
fired.
editor.
You're
Not
fired.
that I didn't have any 10 minutes
Yeah,
today to
yeah,
watch
you're
it,
right.
to be fair.
Let's maybe do a reaction.
Live reaction on.
You had
Press
the
X
entire
podcast.
morning, so.
We didn't even say the fucking name of the podcast in the intro.
Welcome. It's Press X to Podcast. Welcome to this episode of Press X to Podcast.
You know what else has an X in it? Spy X Family.
Yeah.
Press X to spy.
If you're a real Hunter x Hunter fan, you would call it Spy Family.
We even got a special guest today from the Spy X Family manga.
To see you.
May I introduce? Yes, the fucking seal.
I was like, huh?
Not the fucking Anya.
Yeah, Anya, welcome. Welcome,
Anya.
Sorry that we didn't introduce
You're
you.
looking very muscular today.
I just laugh about having like stupid things in the background, just not mentioning them. That makes it even more funny. It's like, no, it's just normal for him.
Oh, well, we did mention all of our props here.
Yeah.
The Skyrim pillow.
Oh wait, let's show the Skyrim.
It's so nice to wake up in the morning and have Ralph wake me up and be like, "Hey, you're finally awake
now."
It's such a good. I think I'm gonna buy that pillow just for me. I just love that. We googled literally funny meme Dakimuras.
Yeah, they bought me this.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really a Dakimura, but it's funny and it's a meme.
I don't care. I got a chunky seal right here, bro.
That's better than a Dakimura.
Yeah, way better.
I also think you would have disposed of the Dakimura the next day. So.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But yeah, how did you find Spike's Family, Stevie? Because Penny already talked
I was
about
very
it
positively impressed.
Did you watch the manga?
No. I watched the first two episodes of the anime. What is there to say, really? I like.
Who's your favorite character?
What?
Who's your favorite character?
Anya?
Not. Well,
You like Anya the best?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
Understandable.
there's 3 characters in the first 2 episodes. So
Well,
I don't
yeah,
have much
so-
choice.
Bro, I wait till Bond shows up.
Bond, my favorite.
Bond.
No.
I love Bond.
Yeah, he looks kind of like this.
Yeah, he looks
James?
kind of like Bond. No, not James.
No, not
Oh.
James Bond.
He's a spy.
Then they would have to pay for the copyright.
You'll
Oh yeah,
see.
true.
I think it happens pretty early on. I think maybe the fourth.
No,
or fifth.
no, he's like pretty late. Because
really?
I think like I'm at the end of all of the chapters that are out right now, and I think he's been like introduced maybe 15 chapters ago,
Bro,
something like that.
I just love Spy Family. Like
Spy's Family is
it's so good.
it's
I've
so
read them.
fucking cute.
I read the manga twice, and I think I need to reread it now
Yeah,
because
same.
I'm not up to date.
I'm thinking of buying a physical copy of the manga.
I was going to, but like you can't buy them. They are all sold out.
Bruh.
At least when I checked, and I didn't want to buy it in Italian because Italian sucks. Other than pizza, that's pretty good.
I actually read manga in Italian.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't talk to you on the day. No, but I've seen the first two episodes now twice because I've seen it with you, Steve.
Yeah.
And I think out of all like wholesome slice of life manga, I think I would say Spy Family is my favorite. It just I don't know. I just like the character dynamic so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what really sold it for me.
Just the idea about, every single one of those characters discovering what family is really all about. Like Lilo
Yeah.
and Stitch, my favorite anime.
And goddamn it, those character designs are so fucking
Like,
good.
I love the anime because I think the anime actually adds a lot just because of the voice acting, because the female voice actor for Yor is done by Yukinon from Snafu.
you know,
Never watched the anime.
You never you
No.
never watched Snafu?
No, I never watched the anime. I only read the manga, so like the fucking light novel manga adaptation back in the day, and I never even really finished Snafu. I think I should do that at some point.
But she's also the voice of my waifu from Demon Slayer, Shinobu. Like, I love her. Oh, I love Shinobu. I love her so much. I don't know why, but I just love Shinobu. I never talked about it.
Is that the sister?
No.
that's the purple haired
Yeah.
woman.
Bruh. She's so bad. No.
You're so clueless, aren't you?
No, the interesting but the interesting thing is that basically Yukinon is played by the female voice actors, and Hachiman is played by the male voice actors for Lloyd. So it actually feels,
So it's literally the fucking Snafu cast.
yeah, and Anya is the voice actor from Anya also plays Vivy from
Vivy?
Vivy. Wait, don't you
don't
know
know that?
Vivy? The blue-haired girl? Vivy, the song of something,
Yeah.
I think is the full title.
I feel
F
like a
something,
complete
I don't know.
alien today.
Bro, like, I'm not
Came out
going
last year.
I'm not going off on Vivy because I think it's so overrated. Yeah, that's why I didn't recommend it.
Is that the one where they
fluorescent.
that had like really good fight scenes?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
was like
Yeah.
3D?
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's
haven't
3D?
watched it, but I wanted to check it out. I
Really?
think some
No.
of it is 3D, right?
I
No,
don't
it's not
know.
3D, but the choreography is very good.
Okay.
Yes.
Or maybe
But I just didn't like Vivy. I think it's overrated. It's everybody loves it because it has such an amazing fight choreography, but the rest of the story just doesn't fit. Yeah, I think it also some characters just don't make sense at all. But
No, that's true. Some
That's-
characters
yeah.
don't make sense.
like I don't know. I didn't like Vivy. Vivy and Horimya, the anime. I didn't like both of them. I think they aired in the same season.
Yes, they did.
I felt like so outcasted because I literally hate on half the seasons.
I found the anime of Horimya to be quite boring.
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know. It's really weird because like I really liked Horimya reading it, but at some point it just like developed into a slice of
dropped
life
the
story,
manga.
and then like it ended, and it was like you could have ended this, I think, 100 chapters ago.
I think Horimya fell off.
yeah. I feel the same. And then like watching the anime was, I just kind of felt like, this is kind of the same.
No, I just think the first 50 chapters were really, really good, and afterwards it just blended into one miserable.
I
I
think
disagree. I don't like the start either. I dropped it.
Oh, so you don't like Horimya at all?
No.
Oh, that's
No, well, don't like
gang.
well, don't like at all is a bit of an exaggeration. There is some things to like, I think.
No, that's right. I just don't get why you would watch
I
Horimya
know-
over.
Anyway,
Sorry.
I know you said like it becomes a slice of life manga.
Yeah.
Because first it was a romance and then becomes a slice of life.
Yeah.
I that's where I lost interest.
Yeah, but I think you can argue that that Kaguya-sama is also a slice of life, and that's like your favorite
Well,
manga.
But that's more of a comedy. It's still slice of life, but
Yeah.
like the focus is more on the comedy side. And I think Horimya it becomes a comedy slice of life, but it's not very funny.
No,
Nor do I like the characters from Horimya as much as I do
I think a
Kaguya's.
common misconception, or at least I don't perceive it that just because you're a slice of life, you don't have to be boring. Like, I think you can be
No, it's
interesting
not.
as a slice of life.
That's-
And I think...
What we're saying is that Horimya slice of life is boring.
yeah, no, that's where
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just want to put it... Because for me, Spy X Family is also a slice of
Yeah,
life.
it's a slice of
Yes,
life.
it is.
And
Yeah.
I just watch... I watch Spy X Family not for the comedy, but for the slice of
Really?
life. And,
I love the comedy.
No,
find
I
it
love
so
the
fucking
comedy
funny.
also, but I watch it mainly for the characters in their daily lives.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, yeah, the characters are extremely likable.
That's
Yeah.
why I like it so much, because I seldomly like...
No, I think I only enjoy slice of life when the characters are really likable.
Yeah. No. I don't watch anime or read manga. I seldomly read them because they make me laugh.
Really?
Yeah, I mainly read them because I like the characters. The only manga that really made me laugh and that I just wanted to experience because they made me laugh is Ride-On King, which is just Putin in an isekai.
Oh yeah.
and he just wants to ride everything. That was pretty hilarious. And Gangfoot.
that-
Gokushu Fudo.
Thank you.
With the way of the house husband.
That was like, I think that's the funniest, like, not manga, but like from everything anime and manga related that I've read. Like,
Yeah.
that's so funny. Like, I couldn't stop laughing. Every chapter, just me laughing.
I think
That-
Gokushu Fudo is pretty much like a very good explanation of how I like my comedy as well, because it's like so utterly fucking ridiculous. And I think that very much encapsulates kind of both of our humor. Yeah. Just like thing that is very serious, but at the same time extremely ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's also why I don't like Konosuba. Because I think Konosuba plays really into, just make the person laugh because of stereotypes.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty tropey.
Like
That
it's
is true,
Very,
yeah.
I mean, the sense is that it's tropey and that you
and,
laugh because
and that you
it-
laugh because the tropes are,
Yeah.
are joked on.
But the thing is, I don't laugh at Konosuba. I don't find it funny, and if you take out the comedy from Konosuba, it's just a hollow shell.
That's true, yeah.
That's my opinion.
I don't care though, because I find it funny.
Oh, you like Konosuba?
I would have to rewatch it, but at the time where I watched it, I thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
So
No, the whole world disagrees with me, so that's okay.
yeah, Turnip Boy commits tax evasion.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we're back.
Yes.
So
You
now,
gotta restart the fucking cameras every 30 minutes because tax evasion. No, we're not actually committing tax fraud. Please don't sue us.
I spent 700 on this shit. I just don't want to be accused.
So,
for tax
so we got
evasion.
one camera, this one, that actually like records for longer than 30 minutes, and the other ones are like shitty cameras, so
Yeah, the Sony.
they
7.
don't.
So yeah. No, we talked about.
We were at Spy X Family.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your favorite character is Anya.
Yes. I don't have that much choice, but
That is
really,
true.
would my choice be influenced by new ones?
I think there's some good ones.
Yeah.
I think generally all characters that are getting introduced later are pretty good. I really like the fucking school principal guy with the long beard who's like marvelous or something. I don't know what his catchphrase was.
To be fair, mine is Anya too. Just because she also gets afterwards, she gets a friend.
I mean, yeah. How could you not like? Like, there's no way your favorite character is not Anya because she's so memeable. She's extremely funny. She pretty much
likes peanuts.
She likes peanuts.
Like, who doesn't like peanuts? How can you say no to that?
People with peanut allergy, most likely.
I just want to adopt a daughter. Like, looking at her.
You can adopt a 17-year-old legally.
Yeah, well,
That's
I don't.
fucking weird.
I don't think. Yeah, legally yes, but I don't think someone would give you a 17.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think the state will give you the permission to adopt a 17-year-old. You know how hard it is to adopt someone.
Adopt someone, yeah, it's really hard. Apparently,
you need to be married. You need to have a.
You need to be married.
You do?
I think you. No, the chances go up.
Oh, yeah.
Chances
if
go
you're
up.
a single parent, it's harder.
On a pretty
that makes sense.
margin.
I think it's like dependent on your income.
Yeah, it's also dependent on your income.
Yeah, because like they want to make sure that you're even able to.
But let's say you don't have.
Child.
Let's say you have a normal stable income, but you're not married, then your chances go down. But if you're married and have a stable income, then your chances go up.
Well, yeah, because it's like the idea of two parents.
Yeah.
Being able to like provide a better environment than a single parent, and it doesn't like depend on if it's like a gay marriage or a normal marriage. It's just like having two different people that have different views encourage you and like support you throughout your life is just generally better for you.
Yeah, I just know that it's very, very hard to adopt someone.
Yeah,
you tried.
Yeah.
You tried.
Yeah. I tried. If you watched my last video.
yeah, that is true. You got your own Anya. I saw. She was
cute. So yeah, while we're on the topic of favorite character, because I exposed myself, what is your favorite Demon Slayer character? What is your Demon Slayer waifu?
My Demon Slayer waifu.
Don't say the sister.
No, why?
Okay.
Why would I do that?
Mine is Tanjiro. Is that a Demon Slayer character?
It's the main character.
It's the main character.
Don't say Nezuko. If you're saying
I
Nezuko,
wouldn't.
you're just okay. Come on, Shinobu. I love her
I
so
keep
much.
thinking about the fucking loli from Bakemonogatari
I
when
know,
you say
I know.
Shinobu. Like, are you the anime man?
No, I'm not. Shinobu. I don't know why I like her so much, but I like her.
I would say the pink-haired Hashira.
The Hashira of bruh, she's like fuck.
Yeah, but she has good assets.
Okay.
I'm imagining Baiken right now.
Baiken?
Yeah.
Baiken is not?
Isn't like
no, the guilty gear character.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get, threatened at these nuts shock.
The amount of like, what was it called? Fucking, not degeneracy. Paranoia around these nuts.
Yeah. Paranoid is not. Yeah,
no, because aren't the Hashira like really strong characters? I think I've understood that much.
Yes, they are like top tier Demon Slayers.
And I imagined like, because like Baiken and like her assets. That's why I imagined Baiken when he said Hashira with big assets.
I think Baiken has Baiken has a better character. I think just from what I've gathered, because every Hashira gets its own arc, the manga, and we didn't see her arc yet, the Love Hashira. But she's fucked like in the head. I don't know. She's probably the most fucked Hashira. She just loves everything. Like, how could you? Like, there was this moment where Tanjiro had a disagreement with all Hashiras, and she just loved Tanjiro, and then afterwards, when they put a counter-argument, she started loving the other one, and then Tanjiro put on another counter-argument, and she
to
just
be honest, I don't really care about the characters in Demon Slayer, so I chose the one with the best assets.
I watched Demon Slayer Season 3. But yeah, what did you read or watch?
I finished Jump King.
Oh yeah, you did.
I finished the standard game, and the last part was like the tower wasn't even the annoying part. There's just like the ice is so fucking bullshit because it's like it's not even that hard of they're not that hard of jump. Like the jumps aren't very hard, but when you like fall off at the top, you like slide down all the way, and it's like the cathedral is also really easy because there's also just like full hops, and you keep doing those, and it's just annoying to go back up because it's not even hard.
Wait, did you enjoy Jump King?
That's a hard question.
Because I felt like everyone that played Jump King, like at the beginning they hated it and then they loved it.
I think it's a good game. I always thought of it that way. Like it's a good game. It's a good challenge, and I don't think it's like unfair or anything. I finished it and was like, did that, check that off my list, I guess. Because like I think like the fun part about it is like if you're really like going to rage and stuff, and I'm not the person that like goes on a fucking rage, just especially if like on my own. Maybe in front of a camera it would be more fun, or like with a Twitch chat or something. But like on my own, I'm like, this is a good game. I'm not gonna play any more of it because like I don't know. I just don't want to torture myself. I just don't. That's also like not the way I want to phrase it, but like I don't have much time to play games nowadays, and I finished Jump King and I was like, I could have probably played something else in this.
You finished it and was like, okay, I finished it.
No,
Elden Ring still game of the year.
I didn't feel that.
I
honestly didn't feel that accomplished at the end. I don't know why, because like it was really hard. It took me like 8 hours. I think like that's kind of the standard time. I don't know exactly because like I lost my save file at some point, so it reset my time. But like it took me about 8 hours, like pretty much everyone else, and like I finished it. And I was like, thank God that is over. I can finally play something else.
Yeah, I
What's
think
on your agenda
I think
now?
I would play Jump King, but the problem for me with jumping is not the difficult part because I enjoyed it because I'm Souls gamer. Yeah, a Souls gamer. So I really enjoy when a game is challenging. I really hate when it's not, other than Pokemon, because I'm a hypocrite otherwise if I don't mention that. Pokemon is the exception.
I remember you trying to defend Pokemon.
I'm still.
He's a Pokemon simp.
I still love Pokemon.
He literally told me, he's like, I know the games are shit. I'm going to buy them anyway.
Yeah, because I love Pokemon. How could you not?
Like the game is objectively shit, but
I
you
love
still
it.
buy
No, the game is not objective. The last one is not shit. Wait, let's not get in that.
Let's not get into that.
Let's not get into that again.
I have.
You talk a lot of shit for someone in smacking distance.
Well, we are finally in smack distance. Usually that's not really possible.
No, it's just that I don't like platforming. That's my reason for not playing Jump King. Like everybody else just doesn't.
But you liked Celeste, didn't you? Did you finish it?
No, I finished it. It's like is a big word, you know. Like,
oh, okay.
I think Celeste is okay, but if it would have been longer than the main game that I just played, because I didn't even play the DLC. The DLC wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
Then I think I wouldn't have played anymore.
I see.
Even though it's great, I just don't enjoy platforming anymore. And it was still at the time where I still kind of enjoyed them, but nowadays I just can't with platformers other than Smash, because
it's not a platformer.
Yeah, it's a platform fighter.
Game.
I just felt like I need to incorporate that, because otherwise people are going to call me hypocrite or something.
Well, you asked me what's next on my agenda. I actually played something else. I finished something. It's the space game. It's a space game called Homeworld. It's a pretty old real-time strategy game. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it.
And you finished it.
Yeah, bruh.
We can cut that.
No. I'm gonna tell this. So, like, the idea of Homeworld is that you're like playing this people that are they're on like a desert planet, and they find a buried old like hyperdrive thingy. And they develop like space technology.
Yeah.
And so like they build this huge ass mothership and get fucking nuked by aliens because like they apparently broke some kind of treaty that says like you're not allowed to develop hyperspace drives, but they didn't know about that because they like didn't know there was anyone else out there. So they broke like a treaty they didn't know about and got fucking nuked, meaning like their whole planet is fucking destroyed. But they found out that they're they were exiled hundreds and thousands of millions of years ago by the other people in the galaxy and like landed on this desert planet. So the idea is that they're going back to their homeworld, and that's where the name comes from. And the cool part is like you're basically you have this big mothership, and all other ships are like built inside of it. So you like move from mission to mission. It's like there's a few different types of missions. One you have to move through an asteroid field without getting the mothership destroyed, or like defending the mothership. There's one really cool mission where you go into a place called the Gardens of Kadesh, and there's like this ambassador ship that is like, welcome to the Gardens of the Kadesh. You have the option to join us. You are dirty, you filthy peasant. You have entered our sacred grounds. You either join us or die. And you're like,
You're like, don't make me blush.
So you like have to fight this whole like cultish group called like the Children of Kadesh or something, and they're like have really cool space stations that are really elongated and stuff. And it's like it's a real-time strategy game, and you like move throughout the worlds. And the problem with that, the cool part is like you keep your fleet between missions, because like once the mission ends, all of your fleet like goes back into the mothership, and like the bigger ships that don't fit, they're like alongside it, and you like hyperspace to the next mission. So there's also like a part of trying to keep your fleet under control, because you're gonna need it for the next mission and not to lose too many ships. The problem with that, I arrived at the last mission and it's fucking impossible. You get like assaulted by a huge amount of ships, and I really tried my best. I did everything I could, but it's fucking impossible for me to finish the mission. It's literally the last fucking mission, and I can't complete it. And I'm not going to replay the game just to fucking complete the last mission. So I counted it as I'm done with this game. I have finished it. I know how it ends. I don't give a shit anymore. It was a pretty good game. I played the remastered version because they like remastered it. Which looks really cool. It's a really it has a fun interface and stuff. It's pretty like kind of, it's not, I wouldn't say it's simple, but there's, compared to other strategy games, there's not a lot to you have to like know about the game, or like the knowledge based stuff. There's not a lot you have to learn, kind of, which is nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't know, you're both not really into real-time strategy.
Well,
right?
there are 2 times from Embrace shuts off platformers and real-time strategy games.
I like Civilization, I guess.
That's not a real-time strategy. That's like turn-based strategy.
I like Clash Royale.
That's kind of real-time strategy, yeah.
What would you give it out of 10?
Decent 7.
Okay.
It's like the problem with it, it's Jump King.
Just for comparison's sake.
I think it's a good game, so I'd give it like an 8. But how I enjoyed is like also like a decent 7, because like I just didn't get any enjoyment out of it in the end, and I just felt like I wasted my time, which isn't really the game's fault. It's my fault in the first place, because like it's not like the game wasted my time. I just played this game I wasn't really 100% on, which was kind of stupid. But the problem with Homeworld is like it's a bit clunky because it's kind of an old game, and they ported it into like with the remaster. They kind of used the second one system for the first one, which kind of caused weird problems and stuff.
Yeah, because it's a remaster, not a remake, right?
Yeah, it's complicated. I'm not going to go into it. There's a really good video by Mandalore Gaming if you want to check that out. About the remasters. That's also where like why I played the game in the first place. But like it's just like there's some quality of life stuff I didn't really enjoy. I started playing the second Homeworld, which I personally, from like the systems, it's maybe also just because I'm familiar with the games now, so it's really nice. For example, like in the first one you have to build each small ship individually. So if you have like a lot of fighters, you're like you have to build a lot of fighters. In the second one, you pay the same kind of, but you like build 5 fighters at the same, and they're like in a squad or something, and it's easier to like manage all of it compared to the first one where you have a lot of single individual ships which are really hard to manage. And I really like the squad system in the second one, and I don't know. I just felt like you notice that it's kind of old. It's also the problem with it is it's a 3D space game, so you can like move your ships in a 3D plane, which is really hard to make any kind of control scheme for. So it's kind of weird to control as well. Once you get used to it, it's okay. But like some of the camera controls, I think the buttons should just be a bit different. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I definitely like if people watch this that like playing old games, because I know you two don't really enjoy playing games.
To a certain point.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
you played Splinter Cell with me.
I like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but I think if you'd played on an N64, you wouldn't like it.
No, I think I would. Like
You
the
think?
graphics are not that much.
Oh, it's just the graphics turning you off, really.
It's not. What?
It's just the graphics turning you off, like when you play old games.
No, but I think Ocarina of Time plays it still very similar to the 3DS experience. I think from what I've heard, the 3DS experience is even a bit worse. Or
You
was
sure?
that no? That was sorry, I spelled bullshit.
Majora.
That was Majora's Mask.
Oh, okay. I never played the Majora 3DS port.
Oh, I played it.
But like with the remaster, it doesn't look that old. Like from a visual perspective, it looks pretty good. I can show you some pictures later.
Ocarina of Time, you mean?
No, I meant Homeworld.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't even say that that's a big problem, but like you notice that it's kind of an old game from like how the menus are set up and stuff. There's just some quality of life stuff that I would like changed, I guess. But yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Have you done anything else, Stevie, in the last few weeks, like gaming or media related?
I finished my second playthrough of Persona 5, so now I can
Talk about it.
No, well, we can if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. We never talked about Persona. We all three of us love Persona.
Yeah,
we just can't, touch on Royal because then you haven't played Royal yet.
Yeah, I haven't played Royal yet, like a fucking pleb, even though I bought it day one.
You should.
Yeah, I definitely
really
should.
Kazumi is great.
It's such a long game.
I know it. She's probably like the casual waifu, but she's the waifu.
Kazumi.
She is. Yes.
Kazumi, yeah.
How old is she? Isn't she like even
15.
younger than the other characters?
Bro, come on. Like if you waifu everyone, like anyone other than a fortune teller, they're like minors. Okay, so you can bring. Yo, what was your wife again? I don't even remember her name. That's a bad thing.
Sai is my waifu, bro.
Yeah, no, you changed it. You literally changed it.
No, I did not.
No, I did not. I'm not a fan.
No, but I think Sai is definitely the best. I also like her character design. I'm so disappointed that they changed her.
No. You like Kazumi. No, not Kazumi. Wait, what?
That's me.
What?
Makoto.
Makoto. Yeah, you like Makoto.
I liked her, but I think Sai is my favorite character.
Yeah, because you're on.
You're on the camera.
No, not even. Like,
Bro,
Makoto was my waifu in the game, obviously, because you can't date Sai.
Bro, I'm also talking about the game. I'm not talking about real life.
What?
Oh.
I was talking about my favorite character, bro.
Yeah.
Now he mad. I was slapping distance.
Wait. We are just joking. Like if you have a waifu that's under the age of like 18 or something, like she's a fictional character.
And you play as a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I
played the game when I was underage.
I didn't even judge anyone. I was just like, isn't Kazumi even younger than the other? And the others, like, they just exploded out of nowhere.
No, I think Futaba. No, she's younger because she's the Kohai.
I mean, Futaba also is, like, younger than the main characters, as far as I remember.
She is, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
No, you know who my waifu is?
Tell me.
Sojiro.
Okay, I can actually see that.
Daddy. Let's go.
Sugar daddy.
Yeah. No. So how was your playthrough of Royal? Of the their
like
second playthrough?
I tried.
Did you do New Game Plus?
No, new
Okay.
game. Like
Wait, is there a New Game Plus?
Yes,
Oh
there
yeah,
is.
yeah, there is. I forgot.
And like I played New Game because I felt like I was just speeding through the game on New Game Plus because you have the OP personas for you. There are DLC personas you can get for free at the start, but I just didn't use them. That would kill most of the fun of it.
Yeah.
And like
I think the Persona DLC personas are bullshit.
they're so OP, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you use them for optional boss fights, and that's it.
Yeah.
So but to get back to the point of being too OP in New Game Plus, I think I would enjoy that more personally.
No.
because, I don't.
No,
the
the
combat is kind of the worst part of Persona.
No, like my main point
Really?
for playing New Game Plus is not the combat, but it's the social stats.
Yeah.
Like not having to do social stats, I feel takes away a huge part of the game.
Yeah. I feel like generally if New Game Plus is just you being OP and already having a lot of items and stuff like that, I don't enjoy that anymore.
But for me, it's more
it's
about
the same-
checking out the social links and stuff because I don't enjoy eating a burger 16 times.
I managed
No,
to
I-
max out all the confidence and social stats.
No,
in the
but
playthrough.
it feels
Yeah,
New
but
game.
that's I mean at a second playthrough I'm not there for the story. I just want to check out the other social
Yeah,
links that
but-
I haven't seen before, and I don't want to deal with going
Yeah.
to the fucking burger joint
on
16 times.
on the one
again.
hand I get you, but all the items that you pick up are just literally pointless. Because you're so OP, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing with me and Elden Ring. I'm almost at my third playthrough now, and I didn't want to go to New Game Plus because New Game Plus just isn't fun because every item you can pick
Yeah,
up
but
in the open
with
world.
Elden Ring it's different because
No, I can see why you would go New Game Plus just to enjoy the characters.
Yeah,
I
because
do.
that's the difference. Why because with Elden Ring you're going for a challenge. With
Yeah.
Persona I just want to see the rest of the social links I haven't seen before, and I don't really give a shit about the combat because I want to just go through that as fast as possible. I literally did that in my new game where I'm like, if I can go through the whole palace in one day so that I don't have to deal with it afterwards.
I did it
But
just
isn't
for
then,
maxing out the confidence.
50% of the game just pointless?
Not pointless, I just don't enjoy the combat as much.
Yeah, but
Not
then
as much.
It's annoying, basically, this part of the game.
The first time it's not, because there's variety and stuff that you see within the game. I don't dislike the combat generally. I do kind of like the combat, but at some point, especially with Persona, with JRPGs when they're so fucking long, it just gets and especially Persona's system isn't the most deep.
Refined.
Yeah, it's not really the most interesting. So I just kind of got sick of it. At some point, I'm like, I just want to deal. If I can, I'll deal with the palace in one day. So I can spend the rest of the weekdays doing the stats and seeing the social links. That's literally how I played the whole game. And with the New Game Plus, for me, it would be I just want to see the rest of. I don't even want to play through the game in New Game Plus. I just want to see all of the social links, and that's it. That's the only reason why I would play New Game Plus, to see all of the social links and then kind of be done with it. Because I don't the story isn't worth rewatching, I guess.
I see a lot of people just, hating on Persona story, but I personally really enjoyed the simplicity of it. I don't know. I really liked the synergy with the gameplay. Any deeper story would, for me, just ruin the gameplay because the story is too heavy. The thing that makes Persona for me a really good game is that it has this perfect ratio between gameplay and story, and the story doesn't take up too much and the gameplay doesn't take up too much. So it's a perfect mix. It's like baking a cake.
The problem is that the story for me, it just repeats itself too much. It's just those rotten adults. I mean, it's kind of a meme at this point. We both watched the Joseph Anderson thingy.
But
I just wish it was told in a more compact way.
But
Because I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's just not anything true
I just
interesting.
think if the story was more ambitious or the gameplay was more ambitious, then it would have been either a more story heavy game or a more gameplay heavy game, and I just like the ratio that it has now.
I mean, you never played through Persona 4, right?
No,
Because I think that has a better story, personally.
but it's more story heavy then.
Yes, it is.
Kinda,
Because
but it
I
doesn't
know-
repeat
the
itself
game-
as much. I think the story is shorter
But
than
I think
Persona 5.
the gameplay from what I've seen is it's very similar, but I like the quality of life changes that they added in Persona 5.
No, definitely. Like the combat and everything that has to do with the dungeons is way better in like Persona
Yeah, the
5.
dungeon,
Yes, it is.
I would
dungeons
never change
especially.
it back to Persona 4. But I would argue that Persona 4 has a better story.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? Like, it compensated with the story, but the gameplay was even.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say that is like connected because you could do Persona 5's. Because like Persona 4 has a very different, like a very similar
approach.
idea of like palaces
Yeah.
and stuff. And I would 100% say that you could do the Persona 5 palaces in Persona 4 with Persona 4 story.
Yeah.
Because like they're pretty much the same, but like with Persona 5 you have the antagonists being the chiefs of their palace, and in Persona 4 it's the like some of the main characters that are then like become main characters after their palace has like been conquered. I think you could do exactly the same and exactly the same good level design as with Persona 5 in Persona 4
Yeah.
without like losing any of the synergy.
Mm.
Because you're right, like the synergy is better in Persona 5.
Yeah, I think so. It's just, yeah. I don't know. For me, it wouldn't have done much difference. I think what they could have done is maybe instead of giving us a Persona 5 anime, maybe give us an alternative story. And
You haven't-
I haven't seen the anime, but I
No,
know.
you haven't played Strikers. Persona
Oh,
5 Strikers.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah,
the-
true.
But the Strikers is even more gameplay focused and even less.
No,
story.
no, the story.
No, it's like as far as I heard.
Yeah, like
Oh, really?
It's literally
so
like
to
a
describe it
sequel.
to describe it to you how the game plays. There is no time management really. You do have a date at the top left, but that's about it. You don't have much control over it. You go around Japan and all the cities, and every time you get to a city, you discover a jail, which is the game's palaces,
Oh, okay.
and that's where the hack and slash combat takes place. But in between two jails, you have a very substantial
Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I heard, it's like on the level of being a sequel to Persona 5.
Right. Just hearing your voice with the headphones is totally different than hearing it with the mic because you're so deep. You're so deep with the mic. It's just so funny to me. Sorry, I was interrupting. Either way.
Anyway,
No, but I mean, I didn't like Persona 4 that much because it felt older. It was
yeah, the gameplay is definitely worse.
Yes.
I felt that the gameplay was a bit dated.
Though I don't like when I played Persona 4 Golden, I didn't feel like, damn, this game is so like the game design, the quality of life is so shit. It was made in 2002.
I don't really know what changes they made in Golden compared to Persona 4 because I only played the normal.
I know you
game.
can't fast forward in Persona 4, for
Yeah.
example.
But I think if I would try to re-enjoy Persona 4, I would much rather like watch the anime just because I don't like how it plays.
I can see that. Yeah, I don't know how much the anime covers.
I know the anime is the best Persona adaptation, but I think it's still not as good as the game.
No, it's not.
It's not like an alternative because I don't think we've ever seen a game adaptation, maybe other than visual novels, because I don't count them. Like
Yeah.
just a pure game adaptation where the anime stood at
Like
the same
it wasn't
part,
the same
yeah.
level. Yeah.
It was on the same
Well,
level.
it's kind of the problem with like when you have an interactive if you have an interactive medium,
Yeah.
it's really hard to convey the same feelings that are conveyed by
You
the
know what?
interactivity.
And I think-
I'll take that back because I've heard really great things, and you can confirm from Castlevania. So,
Castlevania is pretty
so I
good,
think
but I
that-
don't think other than the characters and the general story, the games don't really like have anything to do
yeah,
with
but
the
it
story.
doesn't need it. I think it's the same with Arcane. I think because I think the problem for me, like Arcane, even though it's a great show, it's still League of Legends fans can super enjoy it even more than normal fans. I think.
Well, depends if you're a lore enjoyer of League of Legends. Because like for most people, it's like, oh, this is the character I know. And for me, I'm like, this is the character with the backstory
Yeah,
of blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I get what you mean.
Yeah, because you can't really, like you said, you can't really adapt a game. So for me, the next best thing is make something like an alternative universe or a spin-off or something like that, and make that into a really, really great show. And that's like Castlevania and Arcane for me.
And also like Persona is like League's also harder, I feel, to adapt into an anime.
Well, yeah, because
most
it's
of
so
the
similar. Because it's so similar to an anime that if you had an anime, you couldn't
constantly
like
compare the two like side by side.
I wouldn't. I didn't mean that. Like I'm saying, like what I'm trying to say is Persona. So much about Persona is like managing your time, and you can't do that with an anime. Like I think if you port any other game into an anime, it would work better.
I would argue though that the time management part is the least like story-wise interesting part about Persona.
And you can,
yes, but
it's not really. I wouldn't say the the time
no.
management part is necessary at all.
You do?
I also
the
think
story.
that you can convey time passing in anime and manga.
Yeah.
So that's not the problem. I think it's
just like we've had. I would really need to watch the Persona 4 animation to judge it, because like the scenes I've seen so far that are like the meme scenes, kind of where they're in the club and stuff like that. Those were really good. I really enjoyed those.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it fares compared to the rest of the anime.
Yeah.
I just heard that Persona 5 animation
It's
is absolutely trash because the animation is shit.
trash.
Yeah, I think the cutscenes in the game are better than the anime. Better.
The anime
animated.
cutscenes in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
good.
other cutscenes are there than the
There
anime?
are like the awakening cutscenes. They are in like with the models.
Okay, but those are animations, not cutscenes, right?
Sorry, okay.
It's kind of the same.
Well, if I pull out my Pokemon and throw it into the battle, then that's not a cutscene for me. That's just the animation to the beginning of the fight.
A cutscene is an animation as well. It's just
But cutscene is like it's more like a short, not movie, but a short sequence of scenes. Like an animation is just this one scene.
Well, imagine if you were like started a Pokemon fight and instead of the camera being behind the character, like the camera it goes into the fucking movie format and you see your character standing there and then throwing that, and then there's like a black screen
Because
and then you see the Pokemon, then you would come.
There are cutscenes like that in Pokemon.
Then let me rephrase it. The cutscene is the Sakuga of the gaming world.
No.
What does that mean?
Because some cutscenes are arguably utter garbage.
Yeah, but but that's like bad Sakuga. Like,
isn't the whole
Can I
point
know
of
what that is?
Sakuga? Sakuga is like in anime when they have like really fucking good animation for certain scenes.
Yeah.
When they like, because like normally you animate on 2s, on 4s even. When they maybe go down to like animating each frame individually and like having really cool fights. You know the scene in like I don't know if you neither of us watched it in My Hero Academia when they have the fight and the whole arena explodes into fucking block thingies.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's Sakuga.
Okay.
I've seen that.
Yeah, but I would argue that you can't really have bad Sakuga because then it's
you're
not
right,
Sakuga
you're
anymore.
right. But it's where a good cutscene is like Sakuga for a game.
A good cutscene.
So
yes.
you like when the cutscene looks better than the actual
Well,
game.
for me, a cutscene is just like a visual reward. It's not something that you reuse. For me, it's like an Elden Ring cutscene before a boss. Like
Yeah, no, I do get what you mean.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, our shitty persona takes and our shitty takes in general and here. Our real life ends here. We are now just digitally exposed to you. So we'll see you in the next episode in a vocal only format.
Well,
sadly.
we won't see them, and they
Oh
won't
yeah,
see
you're
us.
right. You won't see us. You will hear us.
You will hear us. Yes. Unfortunately, we can't do in-person episodes very often due to me studying abroad and my camera being pretty shit. We maybe at some point we can set up like a camera stuff, but I don't know. It's just not the same as like sitting in the same room.
Yeah, to be fair, even if Benny was just here with us and in the same room, I think it's a lot more work just doing it in person. We're just doing it for the occasion.
This is kind of special.
Yeah,
when you
this
get
should
together.
be special. We won't reward you with in-person episodes every episode from now on, so don't expect that. Even if we could, like the time schedule would all get fucked up because it's just more work. So either way,
even though we would really like to.
Yeah, that would be sick, but we're just doing this as a hobby and not as a job. So it's taking a lot of time just doing it with just voice only. So if we would do this with cameras, then that would just be a detriment to our time schedule. So yeah, but either way, I hope you still enjoyed this episode, even though you've seen our ugly faces. And yeah. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.